We should be now. Let me check.
Okay.
Hey there, this is Joycelyn Wells with Manswell Peterson on Mondays with Manswell. And let me check to make sure we're live where we're supposed to be live. That's the main thing. Hold on a second. Let me look real quick. Uh, there we go. We are. All right. So it's Joycelyn Wells with Mondays with Manswell. So Manswell Peterson is running for Secretary of State of Georgia, and he has given us generously his time, about 15, 20 minutes each Monday, to talk about his week and plans. And that's where we're going to go right now, straight into it. Hey, Manswell, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy to see you today. I was sitting out here doing me a little photo shoot. I figured I'd work a little bit while I was waiting.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
This social media age is something special, boy. You've got to know how to use the
Mm,
social media, don't you?
You have to, man. You have to. Even more so when it comes to politics now, because it's like 75% of it is social media. The other 25% is getting out there shaking hands and talking to people and just going from there. So it's
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah. Remember,
You know,
everything used to be through the mail. So everything was used to
right.
be on the mail in the mail. Now it's like you got to get out there in the social media world. And then you got all these rules and regulations on what you can and can't do. That's got to be
Ooh,
challenging.
that is very challenging. It's like it's so crazy. Even to set us up when to do ads, it's like they make you jump through 20 different hoops because of previous elections, and so now
Yeah.
you got to jump through every hoop just to get in there. And so we're trying to jump through all the hoops we have to, but
Okay.
we're reaching the people. And that's the most important thing to me.
Yes. Yes.
We're
And
reaching
we
the
hope
people.
we can do it with this platform as well to
Yes.
reach our Facebook friends, and they can share. If you're watching, share the video, please. We just want to inundate Georgia with Manswell Peterson, that they know that there's someone new on the trail and he's got big plans. Speaking of big plans, I saw a Facebook post you made, and you were saying, if you don't think this election is serious, then you definitely need to wake up. And you were talking about the influence of our past president, Trump. So you want to go
Mhm.
into details about that article that you shared a little bit?
Oh yeah. What's happening right now is Trump is on what they call a revenge tour. So he's having campaign rallies all over the country, and he's talking about Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. He wants his people that support him 1,000% to get elected in these positions, including the Secretary of State's office. That is why I tell people, guys, we can't sit back and just wait like we used to. This is an engagement now.
Right
This
now.
is like having the enemy at the front door now. This is one of those things where if we don't support the candidates that we want to get in office, then we're going to be in trouble because the Republicans are raising millions of dollars right now.
Right.
And so, as I'm talking to people, they're like, "Well, I'll start giving in January, and February." And I'm like, "If you can, please start now
Now,
because
yeah.
literally, Republicans are raising millions of dollars.
And it
Understand
seems
that
like,
millions of dollars,
but it seems like, so, and this is so crazy to me, is that it seems like with the influence that we had when he was in office, that we, people who weren't okay with it, I'm not going to, not necessarily culturally, but people who had a problem with the his power and influence in office, it seems like we would be in a more proactive space right now. Do you,
right?"
are you seeing that though, or is it just talk,
Well,
just talk?
some of the people are proactive, but then a lot of them aren't. And so it's not like a 50-50 split. And we need that other 50% to get active right now because like I told the lady, it doesn't matter if you give 5, 10, 15, $20 a month. That helps every campaign out because
Mhm.
I'm not out here hosting $1,500 dinners.
Right.
I got people dropping 5, 10, 25, $50 in my campaign coffers. That helps because when you get a mass amount of people doing it, it really shows. That's the bigger difference. That's how we fight off something like a Trump.
Okay.
Yes, you're going to support me by voting for me. Now I need your monetary donation. So,
Right. So vote
I
for
don't.
me now. Put it in the contribution right now. Give me that
Right.
right now, and then check the box. Like I need, you need both of them.
Yeah.
You need the campaign fund so that you can get out there and can run a campaign.
Yeah, even that, I explained to him, I'm like, when I'm on the road, that gas is not free, that food is not free, those hotel rooms are not free. All that stuff comes into play. And
Right.
so, literally, so much happens to where, before you realize, Like we're about to really start really hard on the road right now. And so the end of June's coming. It's our first reporting period. I think we're gonna have a great reporting period. I think we're gonna shock some people. But then the next reporting period, we need to do way better than that because literally that's how we actually show them we're serious about fighting you off.
Okay.
And yeah, and this is not a knock to anybody, anything, but I tell everybody there's more than just, fair fight and ACLU and everybody else. There is way more than that, guys. You have candidates that you have to support because you can donate to different organizations, but that money is not divided up amongst the Democrats who are running
Uh-huh.
for
Uh-huh.
office.
Mhm.
And so when you tell me, well, I gave $50 a fair fight, okay, you gave $50 a fair fight.
You're
That
like,
doesn't come,
and
that doesn't come over to my campaign coffers. And that's
right.
just going back to voter education. They think, okay, well, I gave a fair fight. Fair fight will help you win. No, fair fight helps, a ticket win. Fair fight does a lot of stuff fighting for voting rights and other stuff. So, they're not out here, publicly endorsing candidates and paying for campaign, events, whatever else. We have to pay for those through the contributions that we
Right.
get. So this is one of the things where, and once I explained that to her, she was like, I never thought about it that way.
So
And so
this
then,
is a great time for you guys watching. The actblue.com Manswell page on Act Blue is live on this link. Go ahead and go on there and start your monthly contribution, $5, $10, $20, even if it's one time for June and one time in July, whatever it is. We've
yes,
got to get this, we got to get the campaign moving and got to get it moving up and down the road so that he can talk to people, us people, so that
yes,
we know that there's somebody out there fighting for us people of different cultures to start businesses and have
hmm
access to information, valid access to information. Like no more are we walking behind blinders. We have a candidate that wants to talk openly about what's the real, and it's time. It's high time that that happens. So I appreciate you
yes,
for doing that. And
yes.
thanks for
It is.
addressing that article too. Thank you for posting that on Facebook. And so each week you share something with us that's going on with you or something you want to highlight with your campaign. What do you have for us this week?
Okay, this week we're going to talk about voter engagement. And so
No.
voter engagement is not just me talking to you. It's me talking to you, and then you talking to your family members, your friends, your coworkers. If that's not your workplace, but that's how we actually get the word out there. That's
Okay.
how we're actually able. Right now, we're shocking everybody in Georgia because I'm from the south part of Georgia, Albany,
Mhm.
Georgia. If I was a metro candidate, it wouldn't be as difficult. But being that I'm from South Georgia, they didn't want to take us serious at first. Now they have to because we got people telling their family and friends all over this great
All
state of
over.
Georgia and in other states.
Mhm.
I got a donation of $20 from a lady in Washington, literally because her family told her about me. And
Wow.
so that's what's going on. So we're getting donations in from all over the place. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, the voter engagement, it's more than just you reading my Facebook post and clicking like, because guess what? Likes do not win contests. And
That's
I got the perfect example for this right here. Andrew Yang. Everybody knows Yang. He ran for president.
hmm
He had so many millions of Twitter followers. The guy that beat him only had 2% of what he had. So what you have to realize is following someone, liking them, does not help you win.
hmm
Your voter
sharing the
engagement,
post, talking to people.
right?
That's gonna be it because
That's how you win.
and
Voter
those are people
engagement.
and people trust you. Those are the people that trust you.
Right.
If I'm talking about you to my mom and I'm like, oh mom, you got to check this out, or to my sister, that's like, well, we trust her. She's making a good move. So then we can tell other people and we can trust it too. So
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. That is what actually has spurred us throughout the state. Telling everybody, and I do mean from Florida to Texas to New York City. We got people who are supporting this campaign because the one thing that somebody asked me, and I didn't realize this at all, is that we do not have an African American Secretary of State in any state in this country.
are you kidding?
We do not have an African American
Oh
Secretary
my
of State anywhere in
God.
this
I didn't
country.
know that.
So not only will be making Georgia history, we will be making American
In
history.
history. Absolutely. And this
And
is
so
time.
that
It's time.
that is the importance of what we're trying to accomplish and do. Because and like I say elected because you've had some African Americans who've been appointed
Mm-hmm.
and they've been there for
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever else. But we've never had one straight up elected. And
Elected,
that's
right.
what we're trying to do. That's that part of history that we're going after.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my focus is on, improving people's applications when they want to get a license, improving voter education, with my secretary say that, making sure that voting is not 6, 7, 8, 9 hours long. Make sure we have enough computers so that people are not waiting those lines, for that longer time, but it's about the voter engagement because we talk to our family friends about everything. It's
Right.
like when a versus come on, social media lights up.
Yeah.
Oh, this person versus this group versus this group, and social media lights up. We need to light social media up like that. We need to
Yeah.
make sure that everybody understands, hey guys, this is what's going on. And so this is like the political versus right now.
Yeah.
It's like we have a chance to make a positive change. Georgia is the trend for everybody. That's why we're getting attacked so bad by Trump
Mm-hmm.
and his allies right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are attacking us left and right, and we have to be able to fight them. And we cannot fight them with just words on social media. We have to
Right.
attack them with radio ads, TV commercials,
Mm-hmm.
putting boots on the ground. And again, guess what? It costs money for
To
a
do any of
billboard. It
it.
costs money for radio. It costs money to pay people to actually go canvas for you. This
Yeah.
is 159 counties. There is no way I can be in all 159 counties. I'm going to try my best to hit 100 or more counties. Hopefully, we're going to get that detailed in a video piece for them. We
Right.
want to show them, these are the counties we hit, and it's going to be to be continued. And then we're
Right.
going to hit some more counties. It's going to be to be continued. And we're going to let people know, hey, we've hit 35 counties so far. We've hit 50 counties so far. We've done 75 counties. We've done 100 counties.
Right.
We're at 112. That's what I want to do. So that kind of stuff takes those donations for people. And I tell people,
Mhm.
I'm not counting your pockets. You donate what you can, whether it's
Do
$1,
what you can.
$5,
Right.
$10. Donate whatever you can to help us with this fight. Because if we let a Trump supporter get in the Secretary of State's office,
How
if
much
he
is that going to
comes with
cost us?
back and
I
forth,
mean, like after the fact, like not what we could have done ahead of time. If you think about how much this is going to cost us emotionally, mentally, like how much is that going to cost us? Like it's like been pushing. I hate to pull race into it because that's not your focus, but culturally be pushing us back like 40 years. Like
yes,
how much is it worth it to you to put up front to get a new candidate in office and the Secretary of State? It's literally going to open the doors for people to start businesses. How much
yes,
is that worth?
everybody,
Yeah,
for
everybody.
everybody,
Not, and you're
because
not going to be pigeonholed because your skin is brown or black, because we didn't have any choice over that, of course, but it's
right,
been our thing. It's been the thing to hold us hostage. And so just getting rid of that and streamlining processes. I,
I'll give you an example. Jody Heiss, who I think will probably win the Republican nomination, this man actually said, and I quote, it wasn't the Trump supporters out there killing people on January 6th. We had Trump supporters actually getting killed. Wrong answer. You had some Capitol Police out there who actually died in
what?
custody. Yes, a Trump supporter did get shot and she died, but this
She
shows you how.
did.
But this is how they're trying to flip the narrative, and the only way to flip the narrative is to have everybody out there listening. Help me out. I'm telling you, help me. In my Kevin Hart voice, help me.
Help me.
Help
Yeah, but I
me.
mean, if you go back and look at that, first of all, nobody would have been hurt or shot had they not broken the plane of the
Right,
Capitol. Like, so where's
right,
the ownership and responsibility of I did something wrong, even in that?
right.
Those are the things that we have to think about. Like, what happens in this country that keeps us in this hostage space, and how do we change it? And we change it by flipping the state to blue.
Right. We changed by make sure we don't have any Trump supporters in those offices because I mean you got to realize Trump supporters support for a reason. That's why there are Republicans out there who don't really support what they're doing. And
Right.
so even when I talk to some of them, they're excited about this campaign. We got Democrats, Republicans,
Oh,
Independents, and Libertarians
yep.
who are excited about this campaign. But everybody has to do their part.
Hmm.
Everybody has to do their part. Like I said, I don't count anybody's pockets at all. The only
Right.
thing I tell everybody, do what you can because a lot of people will look at you and say, well, I don't have it to give. Okay, well then can you tell 10, 20, 30, 40 family members and
Mhm.
ask them to give? And
And
that's the biggest difference
and you
because
got to. That's the thing. Like this is a way. This is a campaign is run. Where he's not asking for somebody to make a donation so he can mess it up somewhere. He's saying, I'm literally trying to change the lives of people who vote and live within the state of Georgia. This
right.
is an unselfish space that you exist in. This
Mhm.
is unselfish. And, this is a great time. Just go to the Act Blue link, make a contribution. It's a quick, easy process. I did it. And I'm doing it until it's time to stop. And I mine was $20, so it's not like I'm dropping big dollars. I'm dropping $20. I figure I'll help out I
And, and,
can.
and remind them it's not $20 a day or a week. It's $20 a month.
Amen. It's not $20 a day. Woo.
A
Like
month.
we'll
And
be
so
living outside.
and that's what I tell people. It's like it's $20 a month, not a week, not a day, not
Yeah.
an hour. It's $20 a month, but
Yeah.
it's gonna make a bigger difference because on May 24th, that primary, when they announce that we won, that's gonna be a victory for all the people. And then we got to go to November, and
Yes.
we got to defeat that Republican to come out there, and that's going to be another victory for the people.
Hmm.
Everything I'm doing is for the people.
For the
Like I
people,
said, it
unselfish.
doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this to make sure people can get their businesses, get their license and their certifications done. That's what we're doing it for. So if
But
you want to see Georgia
you're
actually
helping
come out of that,
you're helping
that's it.
people to think about citizenship. Like, what does it mean to be a citizen? Like, you don't just live here and take it. You're making a change. You're saying, I'm a citizen. I live here. I need to do something different. And it makes the common person like myself think like, well, what can I do? What can I do to make this a better place too? How can I be a part of this? And that's how we ended up in this space. This is why we're here.
Yep, that's how we got here,
Yep.
and this is how we'll get out of it. So, like I said, I welcome everybody. They can reach me via email. They can, call or text the campaign cell phone number. It's on the website, and people do that, and they're like, "Do you mind talking to me for 5, 10 minutes?" I'm like, "Sure," and I literally spend about 8 hours a day on the phone. That's like a lot
You're like,
longer.
let me send the invoice. Let me charge you for this 10 minutes. Jesus.
And so it's like literally that's why like my voice is sometimes a little scratchy because I'm on the phone talking to people, and it shocks them that I'm willing to talk to them and explain to them what I'm trying to do and why I need their support and help. But that's gonna be the biggest difference. I'm a people person.
Yep.
I challenge you. Look at the state of people running against me on either side. They're not tell people. This is funny. You're gonna laugh at this one. We were actually at a function and they were playing spades.
Okay.
And they said, "Okay, who's next?" And I said, "I got next."
I
And
got
they
it.
looked at me like, "Wait a minute, hold on. You gonna play cards? I'm gonna play spades with y'all. Let's go." And so while I was up there talking trash, popping cards on my forehead, laughing on the table, and they were like, "Man, that is like way cool." Because most politicians come in, they stand off, they wave at you. You're sitting here playing spades with us. I said, "Yeah." I said, "My plan is to beat you too at your table on your turf." I said, "Because
Can't
that's how
leave
fast
if
we're
I ain't
gonna
winning.
get."
We gonna play again. I'm winning
And
this.
so, and so they but people get tickled when they get a chance to talk to me. And like I said, I tell if they got music playing, I'll tell them, "Hey man, put that electric slide on, man. Let's bust this out right quick." And they look at me like, "Man,
Hey.
are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, man, let's do this." I said, "Look, we call this a statewide party, and that's what we're doing. We're partying for a
Right.
purpose. We're gonna make sure that we take this primary, we're gonna take this general election, and we're gonna get to work." I've already told some of the people. I said, "Guys, y'all got about an hour to celebrate after we win."
That's right, because we got to go to work. Well,
And that's the whole
so
thing.
speaking of the $1,500 dinners, don't forget we talked briefly about hosting a dinner in March. Maybe that'll set
Right.
us up for that win and moving
Right.
into November. So we definitely
Yes.
have to get with your team for the plans for that and to see what that looks like. And
Yes.
that's
Definitely.
not going to be free to host. So we hope to bring in tons of donations and
Yes.
great people around the state who want to come in and have the conversation with you. So we'll
Yes.
definitely put that together.
Yes. And when we get ready to do something in Atlanta, we're gonna let you guys know early in advance so they can come out support. Matter of fact, we do have something coming up. I think it's the third week of July,
Okay.
and I think it's on a Friday night. I think Thursday or Friday night.
Hmm.
I'll let you guys know next Monday about that. And
Yes.
It's going to be a meet and greet, and so we're inviting everybody who want to be supportive come by and look at me dead in my eyes. You get a chance to look me dead in my eyes, talk to me, ask your questions. I tell everybody's welcome.
Yeah,
Everybody's welcome,
I
and
love
that's
it.
how we're gonna do it. So, this is me showing the public, guys. This is not one of those private club affairs. This is an
Yeah.
open thing for everybody to come by and see. And so, matter of fact, when we have the event, I want you to go live and tell them, "Hey, we're here live."
We're here live. You know I'll do it.
Look, and let you tell them what the address is. They can come by. They can swing and talk to me, and that's what makes it better for people.
Yep.
So we're
People
gonna
need
do.
to know that it's real. People need to know that it's a person out there that's in this role and not just an image, like that you're a
Right.
real person. And I hope that we can continue to do that with Mondays with Manswell. Oh, I've held you for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I try to keep the time
That's
short, but I
okay.
enjoy talking to you so much. Is there anything you want to leave us with before you go?
Hey, all I want to leave you guys with is remember, always be thankful for everything in your life. You wake up, you got a roof over your head, you got food to eat. Be thankful. Be thankful you got people you can talk to. Remember that I love you. Win, lose, or draw. I love every last one of you. No matter what happens, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about
Nah, I love that because I know that you putting yourself in this position to, man, go out there and beat the pavement every day and to meet people and win this election. We know that's got to be love. You don't sacrifice yourself and it's not love because you're definitely not doing it for the money, I'm sure.
it. Right? No, because actually, you look like a serious paycheck from writing
I'm
books full
sure.
time. Because literally, like, I can't even focus on putting out the next book because we're campaigning all the time. So that's been put on hold for like almost what, a year and a half.
Yeah.
And as an author, like,
Yeah.
I got fans who like, when's the next book? I'm like, guys, y'all gonna have to wait just a
Uh,
minute. So
you're
now,
like,
but
it's in here. I got to figure out how to get from here to here, but I got it.
you know, half of it's on my computer, and that's the crazy part. So it's like they're like, release the half, and I'm like, I'm not releasing half.
No,
But
no,
I got
no.
to give you guys the whole book, so we'll do that at sometime in the near future. But
Well, I'm excited about this. And I just had a thought with us talking now. We're definitely going to have to put something together for this campaign on the campaign trail. We've got to
yeah,
we've got to figure out how to get this in a book and to get this out to the public as we go along or towards the end of it. But I'd love to be a part of it.
yes,
So
definitely.
thank you so much for joining us again on Mondays with Manswell. We will see you next Monday. It will be the day after the 4th of July. So we should all be slathering in barbecue sauce and happy. Or not
Yep.
as happy as Juneteenth. That was a celebration too.
It
We got
was,
now we
wasn't it?
celebrating 2 times.
It
So
was, wasn't it?
I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for joining us and we'll see you next Monday.
All right,
Bye. Thanks
peace out,
everybody for
everybody.
joining us. Mondays with Manswell. See you next Monday. Bye bye. I'm Joycelyn Wells.